name is Precious and you're welcome to this episode of Precious Kitchen. Today we'll be making Accra Beans, which is a snack made out of black-eyed peas. Insanely delicious. Some of you actually asked me to make a video for this, so this is in response to your request. What you will need is black-eyed peas. This can virtually be found in almost every part of the world, if I'm right. It's called coffee beans in Cameroon. And this snack we're going to make is eaten in quite a few countries. In Cameroon it's known as Accra. In Nigeria it's known as Akara. I've heard it's known as Akara in another country. And yes, it's eaten in quite a few places. You can call it in English black beans fritters. It is so good. One of the most ingenious ways to prepare beans. So what we do for a start, what we need of course is the beans, and we'll need other ingredients that's much later when we are going to fry. But for a start we need to peel these beans, and we're actually going to soak it overnight. So I'll show you how I peel it and how I leave it soak. So these are about 5 cups of black-eyed peas or coffee beans if you like. I'll just add in some cold water and just make sure that the water covers the beans. I'll let this sit for 5 minutes, then I'll peel in a blender. So it's after 5 minutes. You can see the beans, the skin has is showing a little loose, you know. So we'll put this right into the blender with no water to peel it. Now all my beans in here. So just put these babies here in my blender, and then I'll pause for about 10 seconds at a time. You just want to pause until you don't see a lot of whole beans. You just see most of them broken and peeled. It's not going to grind, it's just going to break and peel for you. How easy is that? Perfect. So now this goes back right into my bowl right here. Look at that. Okay, so let's go to my sink where we'll do the separation with this strainer. So right here at my sink we're going to do the separation. So you just put in some cold water. Okay, it's going to foam a little bit. That's okay. That's just the substance from the bean. So what you do is you just do this. The skin comes up, so when you pour the water on top, it comes out with a lot of skin. Now look at that. That's the skin coming right up. So you repeat the process until this is just mostly the bean. I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done washing. As you can see, the beans is pretty much clean right now. You still have a few of the peelings in there, but that's okay. So what I'll do now is I'll put this in a bowl, put water to be right over it, a bigger bowl, because if I put it in here it's going to rise and go over the bowl. So I need a really big bowl where I'll put it with water and let it sit for 6 hours or overnight. It's nighty actually, so I'm going to let it sit overnight. So when next I see you in the morning, which is a few seconds for you, I'm going to be grinding and we'll be making some delicious Accra beans. Hi guys, it's the next day and my beans is all ready to be cooked. Look at what it looks like. I took out some of the water at the top. So I'm not actually using all of this for the Accra beans. I'll use the rest for coffee beans, which is a bean pudding known in Cameroon as koki and known in Nigeria as moi moi. So I'll use half for Accra, half for koki, which I'll show you in another video. So let's make our Accra beans. I'll measure out about 5 cups, put into a blender. Accra beans doesn't require so many ingredients, so it's just the beans, some onions, some salt, and oil for frying. Believe it or not, that's all you need. So when blending the beans, I use a small cup of my blender because it does a finer job than the bigger one. So it's just something I discovered. So I'll just add some onions in here, a teeny tiny bit of water. You do not want too much water. Normally you don't need water for this, but the blender won't grind it at all if you don't put in any water. So perfect. So I'll just put that into my small wooden bowl here, where I'm going to stir the mixture. That's what it looks like. I'm going to blend a couple more cups and then we can start frying. So my beans is all blended. These are about 4 to 5 cups of beans, soaked beans that have been blended. Remember, I kept part of it to make cocky beans with later. So I'll just put in salt. This is about a teaspoon of salt. Believe me when I say you need quite a bit of salt in Accra beans. If you don't put enough, when you taste the mixture, it should taste slightly more salty. If it's just salty enough, then when you cook it, it's going to be undersalted. It's going to taste underseasoned. So you want to put in a little bit more salt. For some reason, that's the way Accra beans behaves. So now that my salt is in, I'll just use my pestle and stir that in a circular motion to trap in air. This gives it the right texture that Accra beans is known for. It traps in air, helps it to rise a little bit. If you don't have a pestle and a wooden bowl like me, just use a regular kitchen bowl, and a wooden spoon works just fine as well. So I'll just keep stirring this. Meanwhile, I have my oil heating up here. So I'm stirring, the oil is heating up, and then I'll start frying. So my oil is about ready. I've been stirring for about 5 minutes. I heated the oil on high heat, then I turned it to medium now so it doesn't burn on the outside without getting cooked on the inside. So let's start frying. This is a spoon I'll use because it will give that oval shape that Accra beans is known for. So what I'll do is just stop stirring for a while here. I just scoop out some of this, like I try to make it as flat as I can. Then I drop that into the oil. Look at that. Scoop. I think I need just a little bit more. And then we drop. So this is going to cook until it's nice and golden brown on one side. I'll flip to the other side. It's nice and golden brown. And then I fry the rest. This is my second batch frying. Look at that color and that. So I'm just going to take this out and put on paper towel to drain. So my last batch is frying, but I'm going to end up here with you because my cameraman, who is my husband, has to go somewhere. So this is what it looks like. This is perfect with pepper sauce. I'll put the recipe for the pepper sauce in the description box below, or you can eat it with some pap, which is a porridge made out of corn. Look at that. Oh my god, I can't wait to try this. It is so good. Smooth inside. The seasoning is perfect, and I can't wait to make my pap and just sit down and have this together with it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed watching this video, make sure you leave me a thumbs up. If there's something you want me to cook, comment below and let me know. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.